Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic. Alright, the fun thing that we are trying to do today is we are playing our mono blue Quasi-Helm deck with Wizards. So Naban Dina iteration, kind of like a Panharmonicon type deck where Naban doubles up all of our Enter the Battlefield triggers for all of our Wizards. And so we're playing a bunch of Wizards in this deck that all bring in some stuff. And then we get to play Quasiduplicate, which is just so fun. And so we also are playing Helm of the Host, which doubles up our creatures as well. We're hoping to get this onto a Naban to create like a mass Panharmonicon effect. With this deck, I have been playing it a little bit in ranked, and it does do okay there. It's kind of a tempo type of thing, which unfortunately Golgari just has its number, and so I'm not going to be playing it this time in ranked, although I do think it has the ability to play a little bit there. But this is more of a fun jinky style of deck that does have some competitive consistency. So let's go ahead and get into some gameplay with this because it's so fun. And I did do a video on this not too long ago. This is the upgraded version of it. So if you guys want to check that out as well, I'll try to put it in a poll or a link over there. Also, I still am doing polls at the beginning of every video, like kind of as soon as the intro ends. I just don't always talk about it because it's weird to ask the question and then have the question over there. But yeah, so go check out the polls too, guys. It's a fun thing to do. All right, let's get into the gameplay. Here we go. Alrighty, here we are against Lovic 10, and if you guys want to check out this deck as well, because I did build a sideboard for this with the new one that I've built here. It's down in the description, so we're going to keep this for sure. We have Siren Stormtamer, which I'm not sure is worth playing on turn 1. I think we will. Yeah, we're going to play it. So Siren Stormtamer turn 1. Then we'll play Naban and play a little bit slowly so we can hold up the Merfolk Trickster on the next turn. Alright, Mistcloak Herald. So playing against mono blue. And we're going to get down our Naban now. We could block this Mistcloak Herald before it gets Curious Obsession, or as it swings in with it and make it not unblockable anymore, but we're going to wait a little bit. So there's another Herald and another Herald. All sorts of heralding going on. Alright, well, play Memorial to Genius, go to combat, swing in with our Siren Stormtamer, and pass the turn. And so, do we want to kill one of these guys, or do we want to stop them from attacking? I think we just want to kill them as best as we can. So, we're going to let them swing in. Alright, and so we're going to Merfolk Trickster. We could block 2 of them, but we're going to definitely keep our Naban here. Mr. Naban. Alright, there and there. And we're going to block 1 of them. Down to 17. And Tempest Djinn is not terrible. We're probably just going to Exclusion Mage, though. I'm thinking that they're going to Merfolk Trickster here, so let's go ahead and Exclusion Mage really quick. To see, yeah, I want to get a Wizard's Retort over them Merfolk Trickstering. So we're going to swing all in now. Now we get 5 points damage in, down to 13, pass the turn. Tempest Djinn is decent here. It's not great because we only have 2 basic islands. That's the one issue. We're playing the 2 Memorial to Genius. So bring down Tempest Djinn as a blocker for the other Tempest Djinn. No attacks, pass the turn. And this Naru Meha is great. If we could draw into our land. Alright, so bouncing our Djinn, swinging in with Djinn. No blocks, we're going to take our beats. Down to 10. Ugh, man, would not mind drawing in some land here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and swing in with our Trickster and Siren Stormtamer. We're not going to block on the next turn anyway, so he does go ahead and block. Down to 12, pass the turn. I mean, if he plays an island, we're in just as bad of shape here. Unexplained Disappearance. Man, bad. Down to 5. Well, now we draw into it. We have to play Tempest Djinn just to survive. Or hold back Siren Stormtamer, which this gives us more... yeah, we're gonna play Tempest Djinn, swing in with Naban. Swing in, hold back Siren Stormtamer just in case they have another bounce spell. We can at least either... I guess we could have sacked it to protect the Tempest Djinn as well, but either way. They have a really fast clock. Alright, Curious Obsession. Yeah, we're just going to block with the Siren Stormtamer now. Can't block these guys. Down to 3. That's bad. Very, very bad. Quasi-Duplicate is pretty cool, at least. If they had put the Curious Obsession onto one of these guys, I think that would have been a smarter play altogether. We're going to swing in now. We have to be swinging in to have a shot at actually winning the game. I mean, they have so many answers that kill us, though, unfortunately. But we're going to swing in and hope. All right, another Tempest Djinn. Which does stop us from winning, I believe, unless we can find a way to bounce it. Okay. So down to 1. Down to 1. And a Naban. Ah, oh, come on. And these guys just die. Ugh, that's so terrible. Well, we concede. We can see what's on the top of our deck, but it really doesn't matter. Man, oh man, oh man. Well, not looking as good as just straight mono blue tempo, which, it's fair, this is a janky deck. Alrighty, here we are against Darius Fox. F-O-X. Fox. What's that from? Anyone that gets it? 10 more points towards that gift at the end of next year. Whatever it is. Alright, we have Naban turn 2. We have Wizard's Retort. We're going to keep this on the draw. Exclusion Mage can really wreck some people's boards. The unfortunate thing is a lot of stuff has Enter the Battlefield triggers right now. And so honestly, bouncing stuff isn't always the best thing to do against some decks. And then also there's Tocatli Honor Guard in the format right now. So this deck is a little bit weak in the format as it is in the meta, but it's just still fun to play. Like I love Naban. It was so epic when it first came out. I loved the Panharmonicon Wizards deck in M19, and just Dominaria in general, I guess, was when it really was big. And that's just a fun deck. What was your guys' favorite deck pre-rotation? Like, what was your guys' favorite deck there? All right, 4 is Llanowar. This can be pretty good as long as it's not a really hexproofy version of Stompy. Vine Mares destroy us. If we can counter them, then we're okay. So Naban, hold up counter might be our best play, just in case. Alright, so Lesnia. That changes things. Elfheim Druid. Alright, so they can play something pretty big next turn if they draw into land. Which... we're still going to play our Naban because we don't have anything else we can play. Oh, give us land. Please, please give us land. If we can keep bouncing their big thing, then I'm not too worried. It's Carnage Tyrant. Anything hexproofy is pretty bad. A Kicker's deck is really fun. I feel like we just didn't quite get enough Kicker stuff to actually make it anything worthwhile. Like that's the one thing with standards. I feel like sometimes they only give us like this much of any mechanic, and you need a little bit more to make it actually worthwhile. All right, Grow from the Ashes. So they're ramping really hard now. If we don't draw land, we at least get a counter whatever they do. Well, we're going to be countering. So go to combat. Seal away is so bad here. We're going to go attacking, though. All right. Down to 18, pass the turn. And what massive thing are you going to play now? March of Multitudes. Another kicker thing. If they kick again, we're probably not going to... Like I Grow from the Ashes, we're probably not going to stop it. This might be a Sylvan Awakening deck, which is super fun. Alright, Multani, we do counter that. Absolutely. And we really hope for mana. Or another counter. Alright, swing in. Oh, this is so sad. We are only running 22 lands in this deck. Probably should be running a little bit more. I think I originally had a little bit more card draw, and I didn't like replace land off of the early game card draw that I took out. So there is that. All right, Mr. Grun is gone. I'm glad they're not keeping up the Lana or else we can at least still swing in. Feel like we're doing something. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, we're going to swing in and pass the turn. I really think that if we had been drawing into lands here, we could legitimately win this game. If we don't draw land next turn, I think there's absolutely no chance. Dumping some pretty good stuff into the graveyard, so we like that. Oh, that's right, they do get to get creature back. I forget. Marwyn is fun. They can bounce back to Forest to get Multani back as well. Or 2 lands. Yep, they do it. Get to play another one. And a Llanowar. Nice. Hey, we got land. Yes. Alright, well, I think we're just going to go on the plan of trying to actually win this game now. Well... We could bounce some stuff. They did take up like all of their mana. So I guess we do that. So Exclusion Mage comes down. We bounce, this costs 2, right? So we're going to bounce here and here. Swing in for 2. Down to 12, pass the turn. I mean, Mending of Dominaria is going to get them so much mana that I guess it won't matter too much anyway. Maybe we should have just gone on the plan of Tempest Djinn and swinging in. The biggest thing is Multani blocks Tempest Djinn. Most people forget that it has reach as well. But Multani definitely has reach, which we can Watertrap Weaver, do some fun stuff to make it not do much for a while. Marwyn. Watertrap Weaver stops Marwyn as well. So on this third ability, return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. This goes right in the way of that. Shuffle your graveyard into your library. So they have how many lands? 3. Yeah, they're going to have plenty of mana here. So let's just go ahead and bounce something again. Or do we actually go on the beatdown plan? All right, let's go Tempest Djinn here, and no attackers. Pass a turn. We can take a turn to kind of wait for them to do stuff. Like our biggest blow is if they Cleansing Nova, and I don't think they're going to do that while they still have this much on the battlefield. Settle the Wreckage could be bad if they have that. So we're looking for another Wizard's Retort, which I think we only have the 4 of. And are they going to kick a Grun? Please kick a Grun. That's just, I don't think I've seen it done that often. It's so cool. I mean, they can easily do it. Not kicking. Alright, what you got? What you got? They might be trying to play an elf or something to get Marwyn a little bit bigger. The issue is that you Arena for some reason auto taps Marwyn every single time you're trying to play anything. Like it chooses Marwyn first for some reason, which makes no sense to me at all. But it always does. Ooh, and Lyra. All right, we're gonna keep bouncing those guys back. So that's our game plan for next turn. Man, we really need some land here. But we're just going to. I guess we're gonna get down Academy Journeymage while we can now. So Academy Journeymage. Bounce Multani. Bounce Lyra. And we're going to swing in here and go ahead and swing in with Exclusion Mage as well. Hold back Naban. If they double block, we get to take out quite a bit of their mana. Okay. Down to 8, past the turn, and we have plenty of bounce, plenty of ways to stop them from doing anything. Land would be great. We actually have lethal if we can draw land, I believe. Urza's Ruinous Blast. Alright, well we keep Naban. And they're going to play Lyra. Which, keeping Naban, this is actually a pretty spicy deck. This looks really fun. Alright, so Lyra comes down, and I don't know why it taps the Marwyn. Alright, and there's a Karn. Takes up. We'll give him the Grow from the Ashes. And Shalai. Shalai makes things a lot harder. Alright, so we will... So one thing we can do is we can Merfolk Trickster, swing in, play another Merfolk Trickster on their untap step after they untap to tap down Marwyn and Lyra so that they can't play as much stuff. And then we bounce whatever's blocking the next turn. I think that actually gives us lethal. So we do that. So Merfolk Trickster comes down. We tap Lyra and Marwyn. Swing in. Alright, so down to 6. We stop on their upkeep here. I mean, yeah, so we Merfolk Trickster now. Lyra and Marwyn. And as long as they can't play 3 creatures, we win. Alright, so they're doing that, but it's on their... they don't have any instants, I'm guessing. So they lose their mana. And do they have enough to play both here? I don't know. Taking up. So not grabbing the Shalai. Ooh, Urza's Ruinous Blast would be terrible. So give him the Grun. And I think we've got it. Exclusion Mage should win it for us here. If they have removal, then they can get back to Urza's Ruinous Blast. We have to find a way to get rid of the Lyra. Kamal's Druidic Vow. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful card. Alright, well this will get us, unfortunately. Every legendary thing. Maybe not.
The wild wasn't meant.
Vivian doesn't do it. They have to draw into a creature. And we can bounce back any creature. They didn't play enough. Yeah, Shalai comes down. That's fine. Go ahead. Yes! We did it! We did it! Oh my goodness. So beautiful. Alright, so Exclusion Mage. Alright, so the first one, we're gonna, just in case, yeah, okay, we get to bounce them. And, pass the, well yeah, there we go. We win. I was still trying to like call out the rest of the game, but it's over. All right, so there you guys have it with Mono Blue Quasi-Helm, and I need to build another deck that has Quasiduplicate and Helm of the Host because that's just super fun. I feel like I've been playing a lot of legendary decks though, so I'm trying to go a little bit away from that. I have a few more that I've built like I want to build or want to play soon, but I've just done so many legendary style things for a while. So let me know the types of things you guys are looking for down in the comments below, and please like, subscribe, all that stuff. It really helps me out. I hope you guys have a happy holidays, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and goodbye.